Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for Veterans Day, and this is November 11th, 2020 at 9:20 a.m. Central Time. I want to wish all our vets the very best and thank you for years of service. I happen to have two nephews in the armed forces right now. I had nieces in it. I can go on. Whole family there. So I understand just how this works, and thank you all. All right. So today, because it's Veterans Day, we don't get a lot of government reports. The private reports still come out. We had the MBA mortgage index. I'll show you that in a moment. Of course, OPEC came out this morning with their forecast for the rest of the year. And the stock market, well, trading around. So today, some of the rotation back into the beaten up techs. That looks like it's happening early on as we're starting to find some legs where the market's at the 18-day average of closes in the NASDAQ. The gold market's still under pressure along with many of the metals. I've written a special report on silver, and this break fits right into what I've been looking for. Ultimately, I will tell you, I'm looking, well, I'm not going to tell you. You go look at the report. I'll show you how to see that in a moment. Platinum down. And finally, the copper giving some ground here. Copper's trading also right at its 18-day average of closes. Dollar index getting a little bit of a bid at the expense of a number of currencies. But I want you to walk over here to the bonds and notes. They are fighting right now. They've been under the lower Bollinger Band. And if you understand that algorithm, staying under it only happens roughly, 5% of the time. And it's been riding that band down. It's starting to stabilize. That's the word I want to use. Will you be able to get the 10-year note staying over 1% for any length of time? I have my doubts because the Fed probably doesn't want to see that happen. I'm just picking a line in the sand. I have no real backing for it. In the grain markets, the beans and the corn, well, we saw the WASDA report, and it says the situation's going to be very tight this year. Way tighter than normal, and China has more buying to do, so you're still seeing the buying there. Bitcoin continues with a bullish embedded reading. Now, as I said, we have data, Veterans Day, of course. The MBA mortgage came out. What have interest rates been doing? They're climbing, right? So you're seeing the index itself down 0.5%. You're seeing the purchase index down 2.6, all right? Not a surprise to anybody. The refi is going to go on because you always get those last minute people, oh, maybe I missed the boat on this, I will do some refi. The API numbers came out last night, and they are whoppingly bullish. 8 million barrel draw in the stocks, and then another, addition? You had about a 6 million net draw. That's still very friendly. Cushing saw an increase. OPEC came out with their outlook for energy for this year, and I'll give you some of the highlights here. There'll be more in my newsletter, but a drop of 3 million barrels a day to 9.8 million for 2020. A non-OPEC supply decline of 60,000 barrels a day. An increase, it depends how you're looking at the two in the time frame as to what they're doing. Then forecast of global contraction. I cover who's doing what in the different countries as well, from Nigeria, Angola, Libya, Iraq, all the way through to give you an idea of what's going on. What I do think is happening is in the energy, this forecast gives between Russia agreeing already, saying they don't really see a need for a production increase for the next 90 days. It's going to happen later this month. I don't see how OPEC is going to say we're going to increase production. So I think the market is building all that in at current price levels. But today's going to be a day where I feel the markets want to play around, get a sense of balance, maybe the NASDAQ making back a little bit at the expense of some of those indices that fell back. The gold market, the silver market, I'm still saying there's a battle at the 2,400 level in the silver. Gold is down to a zone right in here where there's some value to it at current prices. Copper, to me, still looks a little bit high on the charts. We'll see what that offers. Want to remind you, as I said, I created yesterday, and the report is about 20 minutes long. It's a video. And I cover for you the futures and silver ETF. So I'm giving you what I see both on monthly charts, daily charts, weekly charts. I'm going to give you the seasonals from now through the end of the year as to what typically happens in the silver market. We're going to cover some price count information as well. It's really a full report. If you haven't seen it, you don't write us, you can call and my staff will help you if you're having trouble. But just go to www.iraepstein.com. Under the word research on our website, click it. You'll see the silver report dated November 10th, 2020. It's only up 3 business days. Then I take it off. That's my design. So you either rush to see it or you don't see it. Your call. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. I'll see you at the end of today.